You see, the market always gives us signs. The question is, do we pay attention to them? Now let's talk about WikiCat Coin. If you have been following my previous analysis, you can check the link of the previous video below. You already know I mentioned that the market was in a clear downtrend direction and our resistance level had been respected multiple times. I said before that if the market came to that level and gave us a bearish candlestick, then we could look for a sell setup from that zone. But if the market broke that level, we should wait for a retest and then look for a bullish candlestick to buy from there. And as you can see right now, the market actually broke this resistance level. But here's the interesting part. When the market came back for the retest, it didn't give us any serious bullish confirmation. If you look closely at the candles, you'll notice a lot of wicks, and that's a very important clue. Those wicks are telling us that sellers are stepping in and rejecting higher prices. So even though we had a break and retest, there wasn't enough momentum to push the market up. That's why I always tell you, never take a trade just because the market retested a level. Always look for confirmation, either a strong bullish or bearish candlestick or clear price action that supports your direction. Because as you can see here, without that confirmation, the price failed to move up and instead continued to fall back into the downtrend. Now our support level is still valid. The market has already broken below it and it didn't show any sign of strong buying pressure. That means the trend line and overall structure remain bearish. So what are we waiting for next? If the market comes back to this trend line again, and it respects it while giving us a bearish candlestick around 0.107, then that could be a very good sell opportunity from that zone down. However, if the price doesn't respect that trend line and instead breaks above it, we're going to wait for the retest around 0.105 or 0.106, look for a clear bullish candlestick, and then we can plan to buy from there to the upside. So in summary, the overall trend on WikiCat Coin is still bearish. We're only looking for sells as long as the trend line continues to hold. But if that structure breaks, we switch our bias and wait for the retest to look for a buy setup. And remember, confirmation is key. Don't jump in too early. Let the market tell you the story. Now I want to hear from you. Looking at this current structure, who do you think will take control next? The buyers or the sellers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see how you're reading this chart too. That's it for today's analysis on WikiCat Coin. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next setup breakdown. See you in the next one. And as always, stay patient, stay disciplined, and trade smart.